The bride was sitting in the chair, crying alone. Her wedding was just a few minutes away. The door of the room opened slowly, and Vaughn stepped in, closed the door behind her without making any noise, wanting to surprise her sister, the bride cheered. She walked quietly and went closer to Chia, whose back was facing her. When Vaughn caught her eyes from behind, she felt her fingers getting wet. She pulled back her hands and saw that Gia was crying silently. Gia, why are you crying? Nothing. She was wiping her tears, but more kept for long, and Vaughn was shocked when she saw a letter that looked like a suicide note. She snatched the letter from her and read it. Gia, why do you want to attempt suicide? When you are getting married to the handsome Mafia king? I want to die because I don't want to face his torture. If you were in my place, you would also choose this, if you knew him completely. Vaughn was confused and suspicious. She had just come from abroad to attend her sister's wedding, and here her sister was crying and wanting to die, instead of marrying the man their father had chosen. The groom who is going to marry me is not someone else but our dad's rival. Just 1 month ago, when Dad attacked them for revenge after they destroyed our factories, they almost attacked on our family in return. But Dad surrendered them, and both our families made a deal to stop attacking each other and fix this wedding so our families would turn from rivals to relatives, and he and me would become a couple. When I met him last night, he talked to me like he was going to eat me after the marriage. He didn't even seem interested in the marriage. He said he hates me too. I know he wants to torture me as a revenge on them. That's why I chose this escape from the hell. Let's talk to them. Stop this wedding if you don't want it. No use. He already said no. I want to run away from this. Heck, I wish I could do something to free you from this, but I don't know how. Only you can help me now if you agree. What? I'll run away from here secretly. And please don't let anyone know until the wedding time comes. I'll make sure no one will catch me during that gap when they don't know I'm actually escaping. Since Vaughn wanted to her sister's happiness and wanted her to stay alive and safe from him, she agreed, and Gia escaped from this successfully with Vaughn's help. How the hell could she run away? I don't know that. Vaughn was lying and all the visitors were gasping. The groom's mother glanced at her husband and he spoke angrily. What do you mean you don't know? You were the only one who went into her room before she disappeared. Didn't you all understand? I said, I don't know. Suddenly, a fire bullet shot through the ceiling, making her shudder. Everyone got scared as the groom entered the meeting hall. Vaughn glanced at him with furrowed eyeballs. But when she saw him, the groom looked like a brain storm, and his aura made everyone turn their eyes toward him. Seeing him, Vaughn's father stepped forward, making sure the groom couldn't see his daughter standing behind him for now. He stopped in front of them, holding the gun in his right hand, looking at Vaughn dead while poking his tongue into his cheek. What a surprise! Real classy. Does my king family look like a circus to your whole family? First you said yes and dragged this to a grand wedding. And now, at the last second you are playing drama? The bride ran away. We are sorry, Terry. We aren't pretending. This wedding is cancelled. He pointed the gun at his forehead. And who are you here to decide my wedding is cancelled? My wedding will happen. Get your second daughter ready as my pretty bride now. Everyone was shocked and whispered as he turned to walk down the aisle. Vaughn spoke up while her father tried to stop her. I won't marry you. Then the hell with it. Die in my hands right here. He turned back, resolute to shoot without even looking at her face. But at the moment he saw Vaughn, he froze. His fingers pressed on the trigger as he blinked slowly, staring at her. Vaughn, shut up. We aren't ready to lose you. Just agree to it. How can you all force me? Her words got stuck in her throat when she pointed a gun at her father this time. She realized she wasn't scared even when he threatened to kill him, so he wisely aimed at Vaughn's attention. He smirked at her reaction, then glanced at the priest. Start the marriage vows before I put your bullet in your mouth. The priest started the marriage was trembling and almost stopped it. He fired a bullet into the ceiling. She shouted in fear, thinking he had shot her father, but when she looked at him, she realized he had only shot the ceiling. Do you still want to stop me? If you just say it, I'll make sure to give you your father's dead body. She looked at him in disbelief, her eyes wide. The priest's trembling voice broke the tension between them. In the fancy bedroom, dimly lit by the lamps with the white shades in the darkness, Vaughn sat on the cold floor, leaning her back against the bottom edge of the bed. She was too tired, still in her waiting place. After bringing her to his mansion, he had locked her in the bedroom and left the guards outside to watch the door and went out to search for Gio. I didn't expect what that guy could do if his bride ran away from the wedding. Now I understand why Gia was so scared to marry him. What should I do? One thing is for sure, he is definitely not a gentleman. Her heart skipped a beat when the door suddenly burst open with a loud noise. She clutched her wedding gown, and when she saw him, he slammed the door shut behind him and locked it with a loud click. He glanced at her, seeing her sitting on the floor instead of the bed, and he understood the anxiety she was in. So, my wife is craving for me to scoop her into my arms and throw her on the bed and crush her on her wedding, right? Hearing that, she got and stood up in panic, thinking he might pick her up. He chuckled darkly and began unbuttoning her shirt, pulling it off and throwing it onto the bed without taking his eyes off her. Sweat dripped from her forehead as her eyes widened at his body language. No, don't do this to me, she said in panic as he grabbed his waist while staring at her. Is this what you are afraid I'm going to do? I'm going to do so much worse than that. Is this why you married me forcefully? Is this how you treat your wife? Maybe, he said while stepping toward her. She was about to move away, but he pulled her by the waist. She clutched his shirt, pressing her hand against his chest. What are you trying to do? Leave me. Do you think I married you just to leave you alone on our precious wedding night? He chuckled dangerously, singing just down her spine. I married you to take revenge on me. He tightened his grip on her. Leave me. Tell me, where is your sister? I don't know. So you think you are brave enough to lie to your mafia husband? Let me show you how I get what I want from you. Before she could process what he meant, he pushed her onto the bed. Someone please help me. She screamed in fear, trying to get off the bed, but he pushed her back down and climbed on top of her. Please. He slowly took off his belt and threw it away, looking into her eyes as she started telling her, Please what? Please don't. Now see how I'll make you roll. Then he said it dangerously without any concern for her. She panicked like hell and burst into tears while telling the truth. Yes, I'm the only one who helped her escape from you. Hearing it, he smiled. Finally, his plan had worked very well, and he raised an eyebrow. I already knew that. Now tell me where she is hiding. I don't know that since I was in the wedding hall. Are you trying to lie again? Do you want me to wound you that badly then? He pretended to take off his pants, but she was crying, genuinely begging. I swear on my parents, I really didn't know she was scared to marry you. When I asked her, she told me this. She was telling him what she and Jia had talked about before, and Jia finally understood she wasn't lying anymore. He got off her, helping her calm down from trembling. Now stop crying, I got what I wanted from you. He said it while putting on her shirt, leaving the room. She held her chest in relief as she sat up. But when he stopped at the doorway and looked back at her over his shoulder, she swallowed hard. Did he change his mind or what? Don't dare to try escape from my house. There are so many girls guarding this mansion, inside and outside. So planning to escape is a foolish thing. He left, closing the door behind him. She sat there with teary eyes, still staring at the door where he had just left. Time skipped to the next day. She only saw a few, just some maids. They told her that no maid was allowed in her room, and whatever she needed, she should tell them. She didn't see him the whole day, and the entire mansion felt too silent for her. The next day, Vaughn went to the kitchen and saw two maids cooking while another maid was washing the dishes, and one of them noticed and Vaughn walked in. Ma'am, do you want anything? No, but can I help you? I want to cook. No, ma'am, you shouldn't work here. Make her cook everything. She is not being here to sit around all day. Hearing his deep voice, suddenly Vaughn turned around and saw Jay standing near the door frame with his arms crossed over his chest, showing up. When their eyes met, he winked at her with a smile. She made a weird face and looked away. He gritted his teeth at her response and glared at the maid. Make her cook everything on today's list. I want it all perfect. If anything goes wrong, I'll fire you. The maid looked at Vaughn with fear, and Vaughn blinked at her eyes, then nodded slowly. Chill, I'm good at cooking. Hearing that, a small smile appeared on his lips with pride at the way she was showing concern for the maid. I see. Get the lunch to my room after you cook within minutes. Why me? She can bring lunch to your room. Who is my wife here? You are right. I asked you something. Me. What did you tell me? Your wife. So, do what your husband needs and follow his orders. Don't act like a child. He left and she threw her fist in the air in rage, which left the maid confused. Days passed, nothing had happened between them except small talks. He never let one go out or meet anyone, as he continued his secret hunt for Jill, letting his guards search for her quietly. Vaughn came to his room with food as usual. He was sitting on the edge of the bed, eating while she stood 2 steps away from him, looking uninterested. Not bad, he said while eating more, finding it delicious. She stood there silently, just watching him. How did you even learn to cook? I thought you were like your sister, lazy. Why do you always bring up my sister's name? She isn't a devil. I will, because she's a devil. I dare you? She hissed, annoyed, knowing well she could do nothing. He squinted his eyes at her. Dare what? She would dare to stab me or beat me, huh? He said as he straightened his back, ready for action. She gulped, not wanting any weapons, and was about to turn around. But he pulled her by the waist and making her fall onto his lap. She panicked and tried to get up, but he wrapped his arms on her waist, making her sink in his grip. Why did you stop in the middle? Did you think I would harm you? She shook her head as tension built inside her, still sitting on his lap. So you think I would force you then? She didn't say anything, not genuinely, but he could read her thoughts just by staring at her. Did you ever think, what if my family had chosen you instead of your sister, and we got married willingly? It was an unexpected question from him. She glanced at him blankly, as if wondering whether he even knew why he said that to her. They both looked at each other, the air thick with something unspoken, and his fingers moved slowly, tracing small circles on her spine, making her look into his eyes only. He leaned in, his other palm gently holding the back of her neck, making sure she shouldn't move away. The leaves were just inches apart, almost touching. When suddenly his phone started ringing, that was it. He immediately loosened his grip, and she got off his lap and he hitched unbalanced as he picked up the call. We found no one by the name Jia in the area where you sent the girls to the search. What the hell is going on there? Jay, we shouldn't let you escape from us. She almost ruined her family reputation. I'm sure it was the entire family's plan. A hit on our family backdoor, just because they can't face us directly. I want you to go and search for that brat Joseph. Okay, Dad. Your wife is it? Make sure she sees hell under you. Dad didn't say more. He glanced at Vaughn in silence, and she was already looking at him quietly too, unaware of what his father had just told him. Soon Tay hung up the call and his eyes darkened suddenly. What happened? Are you okay? Get out of here immediately. She got confused and left without asking anything. Tay exhaled after she left, running his hand through his hair, feeling frustrated with his father's words echoing in his mind to make her see her. Tay's best, but Tay didn't hurt her, even though his father told him to. He didn't even know why he was going against his father's words for the first time, until he decided he wanted to know her very well, so badly. He planned something one day. He purposely took Vaughn to his office because her father was also coming to the meeting, which Vaughn didn't know until many days later when she met him directly. Vaughn was walking through the corridor alone, potting, as Tay had told her to wait there. She suddenly heard her name from behind, and when she saw her father coming toward her, she rushed to him with emotion, seeing him after a long time. Vaughn, how are you? Her father asked how she is, and if Tay was talking to her because of Jim, she was talking to her father genuinely, and meanwhile, Tay was secretly watching them through the window. Mix poison in his drink and kill him. She will get tired of him forever. I can't stay away from you. Not seeing you like this. Dad, do you even know what you are saying? Just because your mindset is like this. They still believe you are behind Jia's turnaround during the wedding to bring shame to their family. I'm so ashamed of you. You aren't even showing concern for Jia, but instead you want to see you enlisted. But if he stays alive, he might destroy our family. I have been living with him till now. I can say he won't do that to our family. But I feel like you might end up destroying his family for no reason. Please change your mindset before he sends your intentions. Hearing that, Tay's lips parted in despair as she walked away from there. Now I understand why my feelings are different with her, why I'm not able to hurt her. He moved under his face, his eyes sparkling with affection, but just then he heard his father shouting, and he left to go to her. How dare you even talk to me? Stay within your limits. Tay rushed to them and stood beside Vaughn. Why are you shouting at her, Dad? Did she do something wrong? She tried to act like she is really my daughter now, asking how I am, when I came, and what would I like to do. I just wanted to shut up. Who are you here to even ask to me, or come between me and my son? Dad, calm down. I just hate the entire family. She doesn't even have manners and dares to come between us. Who is she speak between us again and again? Stop it, Dad. Don't keep saying who is she. She's my damn wife. She has a right to talk, and she has manners. Now stop hurting her with words. Vaughn was stunned by the way he burst out in anger at his father defending her. She stood frozen while his father looked puzzled. Did you just lose your mind after marrying her? I even heard you start searching for Jia on your own. Think whatever you want. I'm just doing what my heart says. Disgraceful. Only your mom can deal with your foolishness. I'm done talking to you. He left. Jia didn't try to stop him. One spoken disbelief. You should have stopped your dad. You should not have defined me. If you had searched for Jia directly on your own, you could have got her with your own thought. But may I know why you stopped? I understood Jia's side, so I didn't think about her even a second more. I didn't stop him because he's an aggressive person. He wouldn't have listened if I tried to talk while he was angry. And it's my responsibility to defend you as your husband. She was speechless and he turned toward her, trying hard to make eye contact. I don't know if you can forgive me or not. I should not have even scared you on our wedding day. I had to marry you for my family. Your family and my family have issues, and our families are rivals. But after the attack, both families decided I should marry your sister. When she ran away, I thought she did it to damage my King's Mafia family reputation. So I married you thinking I was doing the right thing to protect my name. But now I understand everything and I see who you truly are. Can you please forgive me and let's start a new life for him? Yes. Really? Don't be surprised why I said yes so easily. Actually, I helped her thinking you were a monster without knowing the full truth about you. I should have stopped her and told her everything. She was genuinely scared and that made me help her out of concern. I should have made sure both our families called off the wedding in a proper way, but I didn't think that further down. I was also part of the reason for all this mess. So yeah, I'm sorry. Let's give our relationship a chance, forgive each other. I promise you, I'll be a good husband to you. And I promise you, I'll be a good wife to you. They smiled hearing her, and she smiled back at him.